Today, I'll be sharing you my tips and advice for aspiring OFWs who wants to go to Dubai. Okay, so if you have any friends or if you yourself wants to travel to Dubai and be a dibdibang OFW, so this video is for you. First, be financially prepared. So, magkano ba dapat ang ihanda mong pera bago ka pumunta ng Dubai? Okay, so let's start first with your visa and travel fees. If you have a friend or relative or anyone who would sponsor you to come here in Dubai, so they may or may not most likely paid already for your visa and travel fees. So, on an occasion that they won't pay for your travel fees, okay, how much would it cost you if you will pay it alone? 1. For your visa fee, it would cost somewhere around 1,000 dirham up to 1,500 dirhams for your 3-month visa stay in Dubai. So in pesos, you just multiply 1 dirham times 12 and you get the figure. Okay? Then, your travel fees. The travel fees would be your ticket to come here. So it would depend kung anong carrier or anong airlines yung sasakyan mo or kung anong time of the year ka pupunta ng Dubai. So this would probably range around 2,500 to 3,500 dirhams. So you can do the math by multiplying 1 dirham times 12. It's actually the cost that would definitely gagastusan ka by the time na nandito ka na. Okay? For people who are sponsored by your family, yung worry is not that much kasi most of the time you would have to stay with them or they definitely have already prepared something for you. Okay, but for people who are sponsored by your friend, they or may not be able to prepare something for you. Baka nakapag-prepare sila, but this could be on only a temporary basis. Just to keep it short, in case na hindi sila makakapag-prepare sa'yo or on a worse situation na ikaw lang on your own would have to look everything for you, ito yung mga dapat mong pagkagastusan. Una, the most important thing is your rent. Okay? So you have to look for a place where you would have to stay for the next coming 3 months. Obviously, if you're coming here as an OFW, you cannot afford to stay in a fancy hotel and mag-cost ka ng so much kasi it's not gonna be a leisure time for you. Okay, kasi your main goal is to work here and be an OFW and find a job. Okay, so we have to try to squeeze in and be practical as much as we can. The rent, going back there. The minimum rent in Dubai would cost you somewhere around 700 to 800 dirhams for a bed space. So, ano ba itong bed space na to? If you were in college before, or for most people in the Philippines know, ang bed space is what we call like a boarding space or like mga boarding house sa Pilipinas that they usually have a bed and then you rent the space exactly as the bed it is. So let's just go to the base, which is 700. So meaning, kung 3 buwan ka magsistay dito, you multiply 700 times 3 months, and then you would get 2,100 allowance that you need to prepare para sa rent mo. So 2,100, and usually landlords and landladies would ask you for 1 month deposit. So 2,100 plus another 700 would give you 2,800. So kailangan magkaroon ka ng 2,800 to prepare for your rent. Next thing would be your transportation cost. Transportation in terms of mga paglabas-labas mo kapag nandyan ka na and you have to go for your interview. Okay. So there are 3 ways para makapunta ka sa mga dapat mong puntahan. A cab or a taxi that would cost you 12 dirhams or in pesos could be around 150 pesos as the flag down rate or minimum rate. So thing is the most common thing that majority of the Filipinos are using here is the metro. The metro, so you have to remember this word. The metro is actually the LRT of Dubai. Okay? The LRT would cost you like around 3 dirhams or 35 to 40 pesos per trip. I think that would be the cost kung halimbawang 3 stations away lang ipupuntahan mo, but if you go more than 5 or 4 stations, it would definitely go up. Next thing would be the buses. The buses have almost exactly the same rate like the metro. So you have to prepare a card for this and then you buy it from the metro, but I can definitely teach you how to ride the metro and how to ride the bus in my next coming video, so you don't have to worry. So you have these 3 options para makapunta ka sa dapat mong paroonan. Based on experience as a commuter before, you would definitely need around 200 to 300 dirhams a month to cover for your transportation costs. Okay, so again, we'll go to the base. The base is 200, so 200 multiplied by 3 because you'll be staying here for 3 months. That would be around 600 dirhams or 7 to 8,000 pesos just to pay for your transportation. Okay, so the last would be your food. Okay, so this is yung pinaka-importante kasi ito yung magbibigay ng lakas sa'yo para you can go on throughout the day and on the entire month na kailangan mong maghanap ng trabaho. So food. Paano ka ba makakapagtipid sa food? Okay, now I don't know, it usually depends on your eating habits, but I can definitely vouch that when I was starting here in Dubai, I can live with 250 to 300, even actually until now, people can live with that. 250 to 300 dirhams or 3,000 pesos to 4,000 pesos a month to cover for their breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week, 4 weeks in a month. Ano mo ba ito isa-squeeze? Major thing is you have to avoid eating food outside kasi this would cost you a lot. Kung pupunta ka sa food court, the food court prices here or the food prices in the food court is definitely not as cheap as the prices in the Philippines. So, para makatipid ka, you go to your local grocery because we don't have palengke here. Palengke is, we do have palengke, but the palengke is, or the market is usually placed somewhere far from majority of the people here are just buying their stuff and things from a grocery. Kasi average groceries here have their meat, their fish, and everything that you need. So you do your grocery and just spend 250 to 300 dirhams a month to cover for all the food that you need. Okay, let's say you can squeeze in your budget up to 250 dirhams a month in 3 months, then you would need 750 dirhams. So magkano ba ang total nito? So all in all, you already have your rent, you already have your transportation costs, and you already have your food. So your rent would be 2,800 as the basic, okay? Your transportation would be 600 as the basic again, and your food would be 250 dirhams as the basic again. So all in all, this would be around 4,150 dirhams or somewhere around 45,000 to 48,000 pesos just to prepare yourself for the next coming 3 months. Should no one would be able to financially support you on your stay here as a visa. I would highly recommend you preparing at least 5,000 dirhams or 55 to 60,000 pesos to cover for all of these things. Kailangan mo ng additional allowance kasi with your rent, usually you still have to
pay for your electricity and internet, yung mobile charge, like yung load ng phone mo para makapagtawag ka, and other extracurricular things like kung stress ka, you need to go out somewhere because you're looking for a job and you want to hang out with your friend but you don't have money. So at least meron kang konting buffer para naman hindi ka naman left out and you won't be totally stressed and drained out while looking for a job here.
So there you go. First part of being financially prepared before coming here to Dubai. Alright? So I only have two. The next thing would be emotionally prepared. So ito yung pinaka-importanting bagay. Why? Going back to being financially prepared. Paano mo paghahandaan yung finances mo? It's either umutang ka, in-exhaust mo lahat yung ipod mo, or nagbenta ng kalabaw or nagbenta ng property yung relative mo para lang makapunta ka dito. At na hindi ka handa and you're not prepared, you will waste all of this money that cost you for nothing. If you're determined to go to Dubai, you have one focus, and that is to be successful on finding a job and be a Diban and full-fledged OFW. You have to prepare yourself and think that you would be alone all throughout your journey. Kahit na nandiyan ang relative mo or kahit na nandiyan ang friend mo, they have their own lives here. Ang buhay sa Dubai is not a chill and relaxed life. Everybody's working, everybody's busy. So, if you're married, let's say, or you're single, or anything, whatever it is, you have to prepare that emotional thing that you have in your mind and in your heart that you will be homesick. Kasi maraming Pilipino hindi kinakayang pagiging homesick. They would ended up like missing their loved ones back home and then they want to go home. Okay? It would not work out. Kasi it will go back again to the same thing that you would waste everything that you left there, or lahat ng liability na would cost you just to be here and to work for them kasi lang nahumusik ka. Kasi you have to know that at the end of the day, you're doing this para sa kanila. You're doing this for your child, you're doing this for your wife, you're doing this for your girlfriend or your boyfriend. You're doing this for your mom, your brothers, your sisters, or lahat ng tao na pwedeng umasa sa'yo, ginagawa mo to para sa kanila. Kailangan maging determinado ka na makakahanap ka ng kahit anong trabaho at hindi ka uuwi ng luhaan sa Pilipinas. It's the spirit and it's determination that would lead you to succeed on finding your job. So I have more videos to teach you. My next video would be to let you know kung saan ka pupunta at paano ka makakapaghanap ng trabaho dito sa Dubai. So I hope you like your video. If you have any comments or suggestions, you can just let me know. And that's it. If you like the video, please like it and or subscribe to my channel. Alright, till next time. That's it. Tapos na. Thank you!